Good afternoon. As weather does, this storm is changing rapidly and has changed dramatically since we were last with you. But I'm here to tell you that, as I said yesterday, we've been preparing for weeks. So we are ready for tropical storm and potential hurricane force winds at some point. Schools are closed tomorrow. All Duval County public schools are closed tomorrow. We are sending non-essential city employees home today at 3 o'clock, and the city will also be closed tomorrow. My message to folks today is, if you haven't already, get ready for the storm. We can expect 10 to 12 hours of tropical storm winds with potential hurricane wind bands coming through as well. People need to make sure that they have water, food, flashlights, batteries, and battery-operated radios. We can expect flooding, as I stated yesterday, in Riverside, San Marco, downtown. So please, if you're in those areas, take this seriously. We're going to get a lot of rain. Pay attention and make sure you are prepared and ready. Also, as the bands come into the beaches area, you can expect the potential for tornadoes to develop. If you are aware of a tornado, when that risk exists, make sure you are in a small interior windowless room. If you have a two-story home, the best place to be is on the first floor in that kind of a space. Again, I also want to reiterate, though, what I am saying here today is not what's going to happen. This is what's possible. This is what could happen. So we're simply taking safety precautions and asking you, the people of Jacksonville, to be ready so we can all be safe. JSO will have additional officers in addition to what would already be on shift out tomorrow and through the storm time. If traffic lights are down, please know and be reminded that that is a four-way stop. Public Works has 10 crews out at fire stations that will be ready on the front end with chainsaws to make sure that JSO, the JEA, or anybody else that is necessary to make sure that we're safe and we're getting ways cleared are available and accessible. We will also be having crews ready and prepped for cut and toss and then debris removal so we can deal with whatever the effects of this are as soon as possible and as quickly as possible for the people of Jacksonville. As far as shelters go, please check out coj.net where you can find questions on storm readiness and also shelter availability. My message is, as I said yesterday, EOC has planned, the agencies have planned, we're prepared. We're here for you, so just make sure you take precautions as the people of Jacksonville. With that, Sheriff, did you have anything?
No, you covered it. I think just briefly, the traffic issues that we may face tomorrow, as the mayor mentioned, if the traffic signals are down, treat those intersections as a four-way stop, and then just proceed cautiously through those intersections. Any driving that you're required to do tomorrow, obviously you need to do that with a lot of care. So, but we will have additional officers out assisting with traffic and monitoring certain areas. Something else to mention, that if you see a barricade in the road, let's assume for the next couple of days that that's there on purpose, and don't drive around those barricades. It's probably to protect you from a flooded area and no driving through standing water. So again, just use some common sense in driving around, and we'll get through the weekend safely.
Thanks, Sheriff. Mayor, did you have anything on the beach specific?
The one thing I would like to add is it's been made clear that the potential for tornadoes is closest to 1 to 2 miles from the ocean. So for the beaches community, it's a higher possibility out in that area. So please take extra precaution.
Council President, do you have anything? All right. Any questions?
Still declaring a state of emergency.
Yes, state of emergency effective today at 5 p.m. When I leave here, I'll be going before City Council. The Council President has pulled the members of Council together here in about 10 minutes to give them an update and let them know that a state of emergency goes into effect at 5 p.m. today. Here's what that means. People need to know. That simply gives us access to resources so we can move quickly on an as-needed basis and react to what happens and make sure that our people are safe.
Mayor, the governor called this life-threatening. How would you characterize it on this end of the state?
Well, look, I mean, this is a serious storm. Weather is unpredictable. We know that this is our update here today. While this is tropical storm winds, it looks like an eye is forming. So we need to take it seriously, all of us. And that's what we here at EOC are doing. That's what all of the agencies are doing. And that's what I'm asking the people of Jacksonville to do. We're not saying you should be afraid. We're ready. We're prepared. Just prepare with us. Well, look, I mean, again, with the unpredictability of storms, that's why we've got our public works crew ready on the front end. So were something like that to happen, our firemen and women, our police officers need access. If anyone from the medical community needs access, public works is there to clear the way and make sure that they can get in safely and do the work that they need to do.
Trash pickup being affected by this at all? Or not, garbage pickup, sorry.
As of yesterday, we had not altered that. We have not altered trash pickup at this moment in time, but there will be additional updates that you'll be getting from us, much more specific, a couple more times, few more times today, so I'd say stay tuned on that, but no changes at this moment.
Do we know how much wind the scoreboards and the light towers will ever make field could handle?
Look, when these buildings are built, I mean, when the engineers construct these things, they're certainly constructed to handle weather, handle really bad weather. But weather is powerful, weather is strong, and weather is unpredictable. That's why we're prepared. That's why we have been preparing for weeks. So hopefully nothing happens to a building, to a home, to any facility in Jacksonville. But as things happen, because of the unpredictability of weather, we will react accordingly and quickly and timely.
Just making sure your city employees home at 3
No-
o'clock today.
Non-essential employees home at 3 o'clock today, closed tomorrow for non-essential. All essential employees, meaning public works, anything related to making sure we handle this, will be working.
And so, you had talked shelters, you said go online, and I know nothing is open now, I understand that. But what, they're not gonna say where the shelters are at this point, but if people haven't made arrangements now, say those that are the elderly, those that need special assistance, is this the time to call EOC to do that? What do they need?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, call EOC now if you have questions or concerns. We were actually having a conversation about that, folks that may need help and may need access. So I would also say that as we get into additional updates today, we'll have more specifics on that. But anybody that's watching that is concerned about where they live, about shelter, please reach out to EOC.
What are the plans for staging areas once the storm passes?
For public works and we're ready. We will have that pre-staged. We've taken aggressive action on that. Pre-staged starting today. That order goes out today. So as soon as the wind is down to a point where it's safe for those crews to begin to move and cut and toss, and then move into debris removal, it will be timely and it will be quick.
Is there a maximum wind speed as far as it being safe for crews to come out? Is there a threshold you guys kind of look at before you, like a 50-mile-per-hour limit where you don't send crews out to in the afternoon?
I mean, they're staged and they're ready to go, and look, they're experts, and they'll move when it's safe to move. But the bigger point for people of Jacksonville to know is those crews are staged. They are going to be prepared and ready. So when it is safe to move based on wind speeds, they will move and make sure that they clear ways again. So JSO has access, fire have access. For anybody that needs access for clearance, and public safety will be able to get where they need to get.
We have sustained winds above 40, does that mean the bridges are closed?
That's correct. That is correct. So stay tuned. Sustained winds above 40 miles per hour, and bridges will be closed.
JTA operating buses, will they be, do you know what the situation is with that?
They are operating bus. Yeah, we normal schedule right now. That's right.
But tomorrow?
We'll be back here at 5:30 with specifics on that. At this moment in time, they're operating as expected. All right. Thank you. Be safe, everybody. Be ready.